Alrighty. Full window this stuff. Great. How we doing?
G'day.
Good, thank
Pretty
you.
good.
Um,
Let's all talk at once.
Yep. Oh,
do we
Thank
want to
you for
maybe
having us.
start by introducing yourselves? Tell us who you are and what you're all about.
shut up first.
Well, together we're a band. We're called Northbourne Flats, which I'm sure you know. We play a bit of acoustic rock music. I'm Jamie. Hi.
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
I play guitar and I do backing vocals, and I make a lot of the artwork for our singles and stuff. So
Fantastic.
my job. Who's next?
I'll go next.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I'll go. My name's Khalil. I sing and play acoustic guitar in Northbourne Flats, and I like the beach.
Pepperoni.
Guys, don't do me like that. I do.
My name's Jonathan. I play bass in Northbourne Flats, and a bit of cheeky backing vocals every now and then when Khalil gets me to. And my favourite pizza topping is pepperoni.
Very
For
good.
those not aware, that is a stark stain on the Northbourne Flats chapter. I think is our lack of diversity in pizza topping preferences.
So we are missing Ollie today, our drummer. He's not here, but we love you, Ollie.
What is Ollie's favorite pizza topping? Do you know?
Controversially, pepperoni.
Yes.
Yeah,
It's
very controversial.
I assume there's not too many fights with pizza parties for you guys.
well, I guess
So
you'd think that, wouldn't you? But still, we find a way. We're pretty talented in that respect.
How about pineapple on pizza? What are your thoughts?
I think it's ubiquitous. We all like it. I think it's. We all agree that getting worked up about pineapple on pizza is maybe a little short-sighted, a little lacking perspective, but we all prefer it.
Fantastic. I like that.
Yeah, we had this conversation about pineapple the other day.
Yeah, we take it very seriously, which is kind of ruins our point about it not being. We're working on it.
We're getting there.
Fantastic. I know we've had a little bit of time where we can't play any live shows. So what's the past few months been like for you guys? What have you been up to? Has it stopped you from working? Have you been writing more music?
Well, I'll start this off, but I think everyone will have something to say about this. When the lockdown first happened, we were maybe 3 weeks away from releasing a single, and we just decided to make the best of it and get on the computer for 5 hours every night and do social media stuff and make content and write up band plans and do admin. So we just really caned it, and we honestly burned ourselves out a little bit. But yeah, we're getting to the end of the lockdown. I don't know if I've got anything left. I think I'm done. This is it. So we've been working fairly hard, actually. It's been good, but there's no real break in a lot of ways. We haven't been playing live, but yeah, lots of writing, lots of prep.
Great.
Took the time to kind of resettle and get ready for when we are allowed outside again and can play shows and everything's a bit more safe. We did power through with that single, and I was very happy with it. I think we're all pretty happy with it. It was super exciting to release something and record something in a studio for the first time. So we worked with Matt Barnes at ANU and his home studio as well. So that was really, really exciting, getting to steal this fancy gear and not just.
That's pretty great. I would highly recommend him if anyone's looking to get some music recorded. He's awesome.
Yeah. I did some work experience with him like 7 years ago or something like that, and Yeah.
Far out.
Long
Yes.
time ago now. That was kind of like my first events kind of experience in the real world. Helping with some A&E stuff for a week, so that was lots of fun.
Yeah.
And then yeah, he was really cool. So I was definitely gonna ask you guys about your experience with him.
No, he's a champion. He was super easy to get along with, and like knows his stuff back to front. Like,
Oh, massive pro. Watching him work is pretty special.
Great.
Yeah, no, it was good.
Um,
But then post single release, I suppose we kind of just started writing a bit more. We were doing Zoom calls every night for ages, and then we were like, we need to move into a house so we don't have to do this. So we moved into a house together and have, basically just been in quite close quarters, I suppose, and
yeah, cool.
in each other's pocket, writing songs and, talking about things and planning stuff. So getting ready for, whatever we can manage later on.
And when did
Yeah,
when did this happen? Like, how long have you guys been living together?
6 weeks.
Yeah,
Okay.
over a month now. Yeah. So we're pretty settled in now. But I think it was a good move, and we're all really enjoying it. So
For sure.
yeah.
A lot of fun to be had, that's for sure.
And,
Like,
and just to clarify, you guys aren't currently in separate rooms in the same house?
Oh, no, we're not talking.
We are at different houses currently.
yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. What's it like living with your bandmates? Tell us.
Pretty relentless, I think. In a good way. In a good way. Let me finish. It's like never having that sort of always having someone to bounce ideas off, and always having someone to jam out a riff or like whatever, like whatever you wake up from a dream, or like always having someone to just like engage with and like like be creative together is pretty cool. I've never had that experience before. It's like
Just at any given moment, pretty much.
yeah, it's kind of nuts.
It's cool.
Maybe not like midnight, maybe not like 6 a.m. or whatever.
We get a good amount of sleep. I will say that.
That's good.
We're pretty good. It's important.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you ever like break out into song randomly? Is that like a thing in the house?
There's been a shift into Irish trad songs.
Yeah, we've been
Played a
really
big
getting
part
into
recently,
it.
So
Yeah.
drinking
Like-
songs and
And then
Well,
subsequent
that's all the
drinking
time.
as well, I guess. Hey, yeah, there's a bit of it's a bit of a chicken egg situation. Like, does the song or the drinking start first? Definitely both happen. I don't know.
Yeah. Cool. So you guys purely moved in with each other pretty much for the sake of music.
Yeah, I don't really like Jamie or John personally. I think they're
Yeah.
insufferable, but they are good. I'll begrudge them this much. They are excellent musicians, and that makes them very agreeable to live with.
Cool.
Direct relation.
And
I'm
so,
on thin ice already, I can tell.
so this new single that you released recently, Kindred Spirits. Tell us a bit about that. Like, what was the inspiration for it? And yeah, how did it come about?
You wanna go
Well,
for
it's a fairly old song. We've had it for a couple of years, I'd say, and it, I had the original idea for it, but what I like about it most, and I think it's like also fits in really well with the theme of the song, is that like it was such a collaborative effort, and it's changed so much since I brought it to the band, and it's become this completely different beast. And the song itself is about like finding your way and finding people who share the same passion for life and for, in my case, music, but whatever it is you do, finding those people who can like, where you bring each other up as opposed to clash. And
Yeah, great.
yeah, I think, the actual process of writing and making the song is a good testament to that, because, it was really a massive team effort.
Cool. Very cool. No, I really like it. Also, the little guy, like as your new logo, who is this guy? And I assume, Jamie, did you come up with this character, draw him?
I did. So it was a funny story. It was I originally drew it like 3 years ago, um, because my little brother was, running around the house with cardboard boxes on his head and, whacking people with cardboard rolls. And I just drew a picture of it because it was a funny idea.
Mm-hmm.
And then we were trying to come up with ideas for artwork for the single, and we went through all these different concepts, and we were, sitting down and talking about it for probably 2 or 3 sessions and doing different sketches and stuff. And then I was like, oh look, let's just go through my old drawing books and see if there's like some sort of thing that's got a style that we want to go with or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
And I flicked past that, and Khalil goes, "That's perfect. What about that?" And I was, "What do you mean? No, just that, like just that." And I was like, "Okay." So then I sat down, I looked at it, and I thought about it, and I thought, well, this kind of, it suits the theme of the song as well. It's like he's a dude that's in this super confident stance who's ready to take on the world, and little does he realize he's got his cardboard sword and armor, which is hardly going to be of any protection to him. And he's kind of the idea of a guy who thinks he knows everything and thinks he's got it all worked out, but he doesn't really, and he needs his mates to help him out. And I think it was a cute little guy, and I basically thought I'm gonna rework it, so I turned it into a lino cut, and spent a few days carving it, and printed it, and then put it into Photoshop, and digitally colored it and stuff. So it was a good little experience, and there is actually a little process video of that on our YouTube if anyone's interested in having a look. Because we then took it to Sancho from Sancho's Dirty Laundry, and she helped us turn them into t-shirts. So
fantastic!
It was a big collaborative effort, and it was it was a good time. Does that answer the question? I think I might have gone on my own track.
No, I love it. That's really sweet. And it's cool that it's kind of like your little brother, I guess. Like that was the original inspiration.
Yeah, in a way.
And it's kind of like reimagined a bit. Yeah, that's cute.
It's like finding context a few years later.
Yeah. and it's a bit relevant as well with like the whole toilet paper roll sword.
Yeah. That is funny.
Yeah. Well, hopefully we can kind of get back into doing live shows again soon. But I want to know what your favorite or like most exciting on stage moment has been today.
I think we should do these individually.
Sorry?
I think we should do these individually.
Okay, yep. I'll go first because then no one else can do mine. I really enjoyed playing at Capital Brewery in Fishwick. They were launching a collaborative craft beer with Young Henry's, which is a Sydney brewery. Just jump in if I'm wrong, Jim or John. But we played with, I want to say Signs and... No, not Signs and Symbols. Slow Dial every time. Yeah. Every time, those two. If it's the one I say, you can guarantee it's the other one. But that was awesome. I remember drinking quite a lot of pretty good beer that night, and just the stage being around those massive brewing containers was awesome. And, just had a ball.
That was really fun.
It's a very unique vibe as well.
Yeah, it was cool. I can go next if you like. I'd say I've got two in a way. I'd say like my genuine most favorite thing I'd say would be supporting Jack Billman at the Abbey, in that big room with all the fancy curtains and stuff and the big organ. And that was probably the biggest crowd we've played to. Really good sound, and like there was guys on lights that were like just kind of guessing what our songs were and did a really good job. And it just felt good, and it was really exciting. So I'd say that's probably my most memorable favorite thing of playing. But then again, I really did enjoy when we played. I think you might have organised it. There was a Halloween gig at the basement, Jana. Yeah. And we played on the main stage in the basement with Christmas Santa sacks on our heads instead of shirts.
Yeah.
I feel like that always comes to mind, even if it wasn't necessarily
That
our
was
best
a
call.
very fun night. That was one of my favorite gigs I've done. And I think Neon Highways headlined that night, and
Yeah.
they totally managed to like hide their whole act from me. Like they kind of all wore these costumes, and then at the end of the show, like they just rock up in the Ghostbusters, and they come out with a big Michelin Man, and I'm like,
Yeah.
what the heck? That was an awesome night.
Man.
Good with the stage presence for sure.
Yeah, I think, speaking of Neon Highways, I think my favorite like live moment as a band would be when we played the Polish Club with them.
Yeah.
So it was their final gig. So it was us, them, the Narcissists, and I think another band as well. But
I think